So everyone who joined the Illuminati, the lodge, the gangs, not the gangs so much, I love the gangs actually. Yeah. They were soldiers. Everyone who joined Harry Potter's Hairlip, Tickler's French Lick, Indiana, Mark of the Beast that Hitler had, went to war against me in reverse time. Robert Navarrete was there to shut down my herbs. But who was he? I haven't seen him for a long time. Little Anthony. Zachariah Mann and the Mann Theater and the Truman Shows tried to steal heaven. And in reverse time, Zachariah Mann got worse. For he was showing himself on the cross. But if you go back, he started making gangster rap. In reverse. Yeah. So I met Jeremy today. That's McElhenney. I think he was on fire for the word when I met him. But at the end of the conversation, he tried to reverse sell me Satan. Which is how it started. If you know what I'm saying. So I think Jeremy is saved. Depends. I don't judge. Testify. That's the testifier. I'm also the executioner too. That's the Batman. With the Batman. I'm a Catman too. Oh yeah. And Judah. The lion. That's who comes to get you. I'm just showing them. They use sin to capture the world. The cigarettes to seduce you back into the source of the addiction. The mouse didn't smell like their asshole. It's part of their trick. Henry Syed Shaw smelled like asshole from front to back. He built me a special office there. So, where's Stinky at? That's what people would come in and say in the office. Yeah. So I'm thankful he's not in here. Because it'd smell like shit if he was. Or he'd be talking about killing the Jews with the Muslims. Allah. No, what's in a name? I'm not going to judge it. God knows your heart. The Kaaba can be picked up, taken to the four corners. Then we drop a bomb in the spot that's there. And that ends it. We get the Kaaba, we drop the bomb. We uncover the Sphinx head, we break it. It's an idol to curse you and enslave you once again. That was the big trick. We found a face of an African American to bring you back. He gets destroyed. As does the one over there. As does white Jesus on top of Brazil, which the people who put it there sold something called nigger toes. Cordova, it's over. That's Pasadena. The sun hits it perfectly about September 18th, if you know what I mean. In the evening, the face of the lion who McElhenney after, maybe he was never saved, he was just trying to sow it in and he was cast to hell. Either way, it's between him and the Lord. Because the devil is great at acting like he's on fire for the Lord. So whoever done that, it's between them. What was your motivation? So it looks like a demon. It looks like a demon. It's a lion. At night, this shadow turns into a face. That's the work of God. He says, he's a demon, it's a demon. Who gets to run there? Barack Obama. as the mayor, not the God of the earth. Just the mayor of the most advanced city in the world. Is that a fair trade-off? If not, there's other routes. Or you can even do whatever you want, as long as you're not trying to steal the world. Not whatever you want. What's righteous? Because when the lights are on, all these worms and controllers like in the Matrix that have gotten all into your brains, through all these idiots like Dimitri. When I took Ruth over there, he came and sat and talked to her. He gleeks. His dad is a freak. They showed it in the $6 Million Man. They went too close to the ancient machine. No, the Ark of the Covenant. They tried to move it or got too close. They have it hidden under there. He grew Northridge. Everything the master did, not my master, their master, wise and prudent, Sandam Goy. No. Their master Hitler, their master Ford, their master Jumpin' Jimmo, the jumper. Christopher Plummer, the man who convinced the world he was God. You guys to know when to hold him. I love Jimmy. He can be cleaned. I walk right in, give him a hug. He was told to do what he did for judgment. Now what he did was harsh and ugly. But you guys kept holding on to your sin. It held on to you. That's the way it works. You don't repent. There's no afterlife. There's no half-lifing. There's nothing but bones. It's not an afterlife. It's life eternal. It's paradise. Now Ralph next door thinks he's got me on a crime. Well, let me tell you about Moses. He once saw a person abusing his children. So he killed that person and he buried them, and no one spoke a word of it since, till now, unless they read it in church. Do you understand me? If you don't destroy, so this is Nicodemus who lives next door to me. He's the black pope, that weird-looking guy. Pretends to be a Catholic and does this every time. This other little Muslim guy showed me, no, I'm Christian. No, I said, that's a knife. That's how they killed the Lord. The crosses, they put him on the X. One day with the Lord is like 3,000 years. All you got to do is plug in that fireplace in Guatemala. They're done. TNT thunderstruck. There's a little pool in Bermuda, and it says, hit it right here with the bunker buster. Babylon was going to kill us all at the hand of the Hindus. When they were done, they were going to kill them. Well, sorry. Back, beep. First, they were going to set it off with the African Americans. Then they were going to kill them off with the Siafu. Then Santa Claus goes into his igloo and freezes the whole world while he ho-ho-hos the whole time. But that wasn't the case. He slays. Then he goes, I'm just looking for peace. They made a deal to defeat God through a very cunning wizard, wrapped in a little Harry Potter game, little pot of gold, Potter's Field. What has happened behind the curtain? I don't know. I know I had the best night of my life. The first night that I went out with Tickumberry Ruth Hodgsey. And I know she loves me, and I love her. But there was something going on. She couldn't tell me about it. She told me so. They had her captive by the KKK. Debbie Blades came in to rush. No, they're all around. These red hair KKK from French hair, Woody Allen, Larry Bird, care of the Mark of the Beast, care of Bobby Knight and his crazy-ass anger, care of Alex Jones, care of Joe Rogan, care of all these Satanist freaks. Now Joe Rogan maybe just studying it, he's just too busy eating brains, trying to find Christ consciousness, what they cut from the crazy frog. next door? Are you that fucking crazy? So, Jeff Walters, the day after I took red blood acids at Copeland's house in Burbank, Jimi Hendrix came on and I started singing. Next day was kind of a strange day in school. I got out of class, and there was a frog. There was a frog. Crush it. Splattered against the car was the frog, Bernadette. I sat next to her. She said she was pond scum. Well, Bernadette, I don't close the door on anyone. I believe in miracles. But I think you know your path with all that you know. Jesus Christ is the name of the Lord. Call on it, you're saved. Anyone. But you have to come out of your coven and testify. It's past the hour of the expiration of the milk. The milk is sour. They plant seeds inside. They wait to devour your seed, and you get a corrupt host, and they control it to devour your house and kill you so they can eat you. That's not a joke. That's the third kind. They fell into the insect realm. Now maybe Obama needs to clean his house, because right now, what I've seen from him is Akhenaten Obama, Antichrist. I believe in choose your own adventures. You want to Californicate, you could do that somewhere else, in another land. Not in California. That's with the K. We spell it with a C. Okay? Okay? Kali is in Colombia. That's their goddess. Touchdown Jesus, they put a picture of me up there and made a Tom Brady. And throw the yak underground as they fucked me so I couldn't even play the sports that I excel at. Without that, I wasn't much in this world. I was told I wasn't equally yoked, because they already yoked her. That's Adam and Eve. He-Man and Sheba. He's Zeus, Cleopatra, Jones. Her roommate Kelly dressed as a bee and came in to sting us on our first date. But God's wife was named Kelly Green, so I don't know what she was trying to do by lowering herself there. Because they wanted white, white, black, black. They wanted someone else's lot, the mix. The mix wanted #1 spot when they already had the God spot. That's the luck of the Irish. They followed Lucifer, who tricked them out of their whole empire. And now they live at the park under the bridge, eating shit and bones. Literally. Mitchell Conman from Michigan. The Irish. An acting troupe head by, the Burbank Hills. There's the Pubat, Kenny, and Doso. They all played the game of death. They crap themselves out and then put themselves into their grandchild. It's disgusting. Alethea. That is sick. Kill it before it grows. That's your only way into heaven, Thomas Hadzi. You put out your child and kill it, or you don't go to heaven. This is for the salvation of God's children, the Garden State. Pineapple Express, from higher Bolsonaro, just fell on his face, to Ben Gravy's Graffi and his 9-foot surfboard. Woodcocks shit their dicks. They can't come, right? It's not real. You're deceived by idiots, serpents, walking dead. And if you are walking dead, well, it's for you to die again. Yourself. Or you never existed. You want me to die for you for this? I don't see anything here worth dying for. Why would I die because I so love this world and you? It's already been done. That would be to deny God. They're trying to deny God and say that we can go again on the final time and we prove God is a lie and we took his kingdom. You think he would allow that? He would just shut everything off, including you. Everyone called in the name of Jesus. Maybe you're already saved by the skin of your teeth on that day of salvation. Maybe all can be washed clean in the light, Thomas. And I'll repent of my evil. Or if you have something that's unclean, and you did the abominable, that can't come into the kingdom and lay its Taco Bell, Ruth Bell, dragon eggs. Ding. That's that bell Illuminati, the bell tolls for thee. You tried to beat God. Thomas Hadzi, Alpha Blondie. Here I am. I could see a faker and a cheeser smile. 20 years away. Joe Biden, Robin Masters, John MacArthur did World War II through 9/11. Just like that. Oh, Lions of Judah. Pastor John MacArthur, who sits on Roscoe and around Coldwater at Grace Community Church, GCC 733, wrote the book of Slave. Said it was the new key to the Bible in America. He drove 8 hours, he claims, to stand on the toilet where Martin Luther King was shot. But where was he 8 hours before? He was there to dab the blood. Maybe he doesn't know. Because behind him, well, there's a bunch of 666s out there, but there's one from the land of lakes, and his name equals the devil god. Larry David, is that you, John Piper, Will Vanna, Bonham, and Bailey Circus? Ding. A Judaizer, a comedian. We're going to the old 50s diner to get burnt offerings. What do you do? Put his shit in your food. Wave the serpent, wave the dragon. Crawls through the sewer. Not that good dragon. The shit dragon of LA. I think it's a worm. Maybe it's that one of James Earl Jones of Conan. And he wanted to come and say, my son, welcome to Eddie Murphy's can't handle a wet wipe paradise. He doesn't want a hoverboard. He doesn't want a wheel within a wheel with 3 rings that flies when I ride my Triumphant and make the wheels spin off of kinetic energy, and the flux capacitor goes between the positive and the negative with a joystick from a little crane video thing. And I think you need a Rubik's Cube type device to tell it to go forward or backwards or sideways. And it's going to be pretty fun to go over Candlestick Park if you guys want to do it. Because I'm pretty sure that's the ancient machine that they've been studying that Grandpa Swanson showed me there. If not, it doesn't matter. They'd rather look at a magnifying glass in the sun and call that heaven when God's face is there. You remember the Teletubbies? Woo-hoo. That's how the world works, you dumb Teletubbies. If you turned your back on God, he'd darken the sky. Blue light special. Helium, heal the sky. CO2, C3PO. Chlorofluorocarbons. Did someone chloroform Ruth Hadzi and send out a clone and controls her? Because when I saw her in church, they want to paint me. See, this is Steve Jobs trying to win heaven. His name is Steve Wright. So fucking wrong. Works at Mega Control Systems. They did 9/11. Now on the other side of him, you have Chris Laverme over there in Safety Systems. Now the guy who runs Facebook is Michael Bray in the back of it. These are these Notre Dame idiots. They have the mark of the beast. Dennis Condon is Dennis the Menace. His name equals tortured in hell for eternity, mark of the beast. I'll give him the option of how he spends eternity. It's between him and God. Find the eye of the needle. Skin of your teeth, eye of the needle. Skin of the teeth may come with a bit of an operation, Dennis. Eye of the needle's not coming back with a Donkey Kong. But you hold on to your cards, Mr. Fedco, Bob Pa, one ball Bob Pa, and his little son, Jason Hector. Well, he was chasing me. He'd have to stand there drinking his Cokes with his shirt off. Yeah, French River Indian tan man. He was Elaine Bennis's boyfriend. Elaine, he was a membo indeed. Turned his back and didn't see the guy anymore. He was never right from when I met him. He dressed in hip-hop clothes, but he couldn't dance. And Sri Lankans like to come in and say yes because they can get tanned and dark and have a donkey. Look, I have the length to show you them. God said when you're bad, you'll be turned over to those that are hung like donkeys. Your woman will be, so I was bad. But I wasn't, because I think I was attacked and she was attacked. Our whole lives. From day one, to prevent Adam and Eve from coming together and Bob Marley from existing. Why? Prince, Michael Jackson, Anderson Cooper, Neo, all these people. I don't know about Neo. I think, well, Tom Cruise, Anderson Cooper, Prince, Michael Jackson, Eddie Fox's 4 tungstil tongues with his 4 holly berry carbs on the floor, the river monster John Tunstall, Mr. Burns slant swill drilling. What they plan to do is get him so used to butt sex, one day they just pop the bean at the end and eat him. That was the day they wrote. Through the noose, through the mind. Arlo Einstein came up with that. These Hopis hop through the hoop and come through another seed. And the Walking Dead have been amongst us. So the Hopis hope we didn't get to the hope they weren't the Nazis. And their white buffalo cow was Debbie Does Dallas, and she came and sacked my family. Like to do aerobics in front of me and showed me what a bottle of KY jelly was, why she bought me a Bible. Paul Turnham is a wizard, Gary Cole, Terry Leonard. He ended up being Kermit the Frog at the end. Playing football, and he got more time than me, with an acid thing in his helmet. Endangering his teammates' lives and his own. Not taking the game seriously. I'd go 6 weeks and they wouldn't even put me in a game. Imagine that. Mayor Kemp used to throw balls at my balls. And laugh. Dimitri Kachukos threw a ball in my face, broke my teeth on purpose and laughed. I saw him go like this, because I turned around just in time to see him go like this when I wasn't looking, and then laugh. And then he shows up and gleeked, because the Greeks have a mutation where they can gleek. And so all you mutants, I forgive you for not knowing what you've done. It's up to you to receive it or not. So you don't get to do what you do anymore, you Greeks. You don't run your empire anymore. Toga, toga, toga. We learned how to fry turkeys and put them underground. We learned how to skin. We learned how to kill. We were put under your tires and your sewers and your empire, and we had to pay all your wages as you sold it back to us in spades, sitting on a stolen kingdom that God gave me dominion over. Earth. And I remain, I keep my dominion. It's up to you guys if you want to dwell on Earth anymore. Because you'll be put out of existence. There's no other place to go. You're going to go up to Big Mama Thornton? She's going to send you back down quick. Tharp, I'm sorry. Rosetta Tharp. Big Bad Mama. Rain's coming down. What about the angel of the Lord, Reggie? How do you want to do it? How are you going to deal with him when you go try to steal heaven, guys? They know they can't. They fell into the insect realm. They found more flaws to fall into. What's it matter if they become worms, they said. That's what, literally. Okay, so Pasadena, Old Town Road. How old is a little old lady? Hike. Willie Hutch took the spike. Willie G. How many times? 32 times. The Lord has taken it from me. I've killed him. They've killed me. Who am I? He-Man, Jesus, Prince Adam, William King Arthur, who rides a white Triumph Bonneville, Billy the Kid, but not the goat, not the Elish, not the Moorish, not the science, not the Hitler hair lip he had. He was mocking me on stage as I had a wedding ring in my pocket that these people could see. I didn't give it to her yet. Jennifer Hudson, what have you done? Whitney Houston, what have you done? Clive, Saul. Remember Saul from Snatch? That's Clive Davis. So then who wanted to snatch the kingdom? The Mann family. Zachariah, I think Moses wanted to steal God's kingdom. That's why he fell on his back and didn't make it into heaven. But I found a Richie Havens, because Haven Way leads up to Richie Rich's house, and that was Zach's house that Chad pretended to be in. Sick fucker. Poor nigger in Grady clothes. I don't believe in calling the N-word, but, well, he browned himself as one. He sure did. Somebody ran away crying from me and made me feel like I was the enemy of the school. I look at Emmanuel. Emmanuel could take it. Zach was trying to take it all. 7-upper. 7th heaven. So his brother John, he sees me one day. The Lord says, talk to him. So I talk to him. He's over here in Beeps. He says, I have a brother who raps. Oh, really? He gives me his name. I go, oh, yeah, I used to play one-on-one with him. He cried and ran away one day. Fuck you, Brian! And ran away. Richest kid in school. Owns the Mann Theater Corporation. Ran the Truman Show to steal heaven. That's some fucking sick-ass shit, Zach. You're on the borderline of extinction. Extinction. Bones. I forgive you for not knowing what you've done. See, I found him on his back like a turtle. Turtle in the hair. Moses. And he was in the street, coming down off of Sherman Way and Sepulveda, the strip, where all the hookers run, at 6 a.m. in the morning. King Arthur Clark used to be a pimp there, said he had a bad bitch. I have your army bag if you want it, King Arthur Clark, but I think you're a queen. If you got the beans to come and get it. Bitch, I had him right here. He was scared of me. Last time I saw him, he almost shit himself. I jumped out the car and go, ah! He's all shattered from his time in jail because he was a twan. Prison she-male. King Arthur Clark. Loves to be exposed as a real-ass nigger. Said he is that nigger. He does the voice from Michael Jackson. His was nice. I was like, that was the one that when he did it. Yeah. Tried to set me up so he can kill me with his freaky Janique, who I've wanted nothing with that dog-faced woman. Why, she's always like that. Last time I saw her, she accused me of being gay with him after we just made 12 songs in about an hour and a half. He was really talented. Yeah, we just downloaded him off the internet. He's like, yeah, you want to play it? No, just play it. He just freestyle right through him. But he couldn't get break because, well, Lil Wayne and D-Man, well, there's a whole thing here going on. Empire, everyone's crossing each other out. So God set up a wedding, you turned it into a war, knocked everyone off the board, and tried to turn it into an Illuminati. A naughty Illuminati. Well, God saves sinners. Man, the biggest sin will feel the least punishment. Might not even feel a thing. There's an illusion as well. The illusion of death. But the second one is real. For eternity. So Edward Murphy and all his gay people. So Gloria Van Allen, and her Off With Your Allen's belt. Put on your cucumber buns and have a little Tom Cruise, Anderson Cooper, not a happy gay wedding, a fornication, disgusting, eat like monkeys, blood on their face. That's what we're dealing with here. Running on news, in the movies. Hitler had a hair lip, so do they can't control themselves. Mark of the beast. Just came down to one nuts on the river left. They made a deal with the riverboat gambler, and he places his bet at the first day of the year of legal Super Bowl betting at the riverboat in Laughlin. He did everything so I could see it, on purpose. That was his job. I didn't know it. His job was also to screw my life over. And I felt everything. And my mother felt it too. Not the one called Joyce, she was the one doing it. She's a dragon. She's not my mother. That's a daughter trying to be my mother. Some other motherfucker. They brought me out of their bank. Over and over again. Ticket to Ride. Willy Wonka's Hershey Highway. Put a Hershey kiss up your ass, right? Pucker Up. Buttercup. Little Miss Sunshine. Oh, you got really mad about that song. What was that about? You are my sunshine, my little sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. I don't know the words. Don't listen to her song. She got very mad though. Because she was reversing time with Benjamin Button. Peyote Toyota. Put out. Area 51. Gets cut down. There's a large one last peyote worm that sucked them all into one spilk worm. They became Spilkus and the Gonecticus, and then the spider, Brent Turner or whatever, spins his web. You know, he's the crazy one. How can I eat? How can I finish the meal? The beautiful weaving spider spins a beautiful web. It's the woman who gets cast down. The one who did the dealing of death. Not the one who ate the fruit. Sinners are saved. She's a different, well, there was something strange going on. I was told there was two of her. I know the one that I had my first date with was special. And I got many special moments with her, but then it's like they would take her away and she would cut me. J.K. Rawlings is Fraser Crane's brother. They made a science of clubbing seals and selling beaver pelts and then popping the Tehachapi hatch with the LA sheriff 32 times and killing us. Think about the Illuminati logo on that 33 mark. Right there. And the sheriff of LA right now is McDonald. First they set the blacks off, then they get the reds, and then the white ones go. And then they come out ho ho ho. And that was the final hope. Great white Chevy Chase Hopi prophecy. Did you not see that those tickly feathers, everyone that's in the politics right now is part of their thing. Trying to take down the creamsicle. Well, he's just as dirty as they are. At least he can hit the fire exit running and shut it down properly so we could all walk into heaven, into our proper lots restored. No one jumps anyone's lot. Turns out you won't want to when the lights are on and that serpent's put out. So here's your deal, Rick. If you don't kill that thing, it takes you to hell for eternity. It's a satanic idol designed to take you to hell. And you thought you got to do when you pawn someone 7 times over. The bottomless chamber, the bottomless pit, and the most burning bones. Rick from the Pawn Stars if you don't destroy your Tibetan fucking bullshit monk that Hitler went to and spunked, and then set up the poles with their fucking petri dish science, the Poland, the ice caps, the energy weapon, so you can make a deal with Shaitan Paris to just shit his pants because their name is Goma, and that's Gomer's pile in the bottomless pit. It's in the book of Ezekiel. There's your reward. Now maybe there's still time for people to clean up their house and get it right. But I'm pretty sure one bunker buster in any one of these spots, and they're all dead. All 36 chambers entered the dragon. Instantly. Then in 30 minutes I just watch for Death Valley to lift me up to the Most High. That's the Garden of Eden, east of Eden is South Sagavadovan. And Paul Hogan Kangaroo Jack ever in with his little buckaroo bonsai tree. Bonsai, bonsai. That was the enemy of America. Enemy of God. I forgive them. They know not what they've done. What is unclean cannot stand the light, so they have the chance to put themselves out now so they can make it back to heaven. Crown of Diamonds thinks it's a joke. Hey, Crown of Diamonds. That diamond in the sky. The sun gets shot down. That's not the sun. That's speedy little Mercury. You've been blinded by the light. The Van Allen belts. The off with your cummerbund and, well, off with your Allen's belt. Built by Vanderbilt. Gloria Vanderbilt and her Vanderbilt University and Fat Tony Vauxhall, the man in the arena. Andrew Betts Brown is Tony Manriquez from Ernst & Young. He tried to sell me Sandy. Yeah, Senorita Sandita is over there at Ernst & Young in a Mexican guy's now. But that was Vanessa's mom. That's a sick little witch coven. Little Robert Red Corvette Navarrete. Well, he was playing music when I first met him. Seemed like a nice kid. Then something really changed with little Robert. You hold on to your secret, you're out. I don't care if you got molested. I was. I participated though, but I was prepubescent, so I'm pretty sure that goes to molestation. It's the hand of my brother. It wasn't his hand. Just slow build up. Here's Danny DeVito. Orgy! The Penguin, San Diego. It's right on the map from above. Everything's on the map. Everything they did, the builder knows every single brick that's been laid in this earth, and it's the greatest game of mousetrap that you're ever going to see. A Desert Eagle's a vulture, built by Voldemort to put the bolt in your guys' head for thinking you could steal God's kingdom, you little Hitlerite hair lips. I think they caged themselves already, and they're already over in Israel. And it gets put out. It becomes a lake. Get it? Ding. They grew a bell on the map. They broke our Liberty Bell, drew themselves a bigger bell and said, Bigger Mel? Mel's Diner, Hell's Kitchen? Oh, he's got that smallest needle right there is Mel Gibson's. He tried to defeat God. They all did. But he really went in. Hard. Even the Thunderdome. What the fuck was that? Tupac, Tina Turner, transgenderisms? Oh, Tupac, the head of the KKK. He's Orlando Coffey of the old Palmetto Rose. Disgusting. Concealing prevented healing. Even pink is the new black. Why? Because the sky changed. You changed the fucking skull. You changed the color of the lights around you. You changed the way you look. If you've ever been to a fucking roller rink, you look the same. There's no reason to put gas in your car that came out of your ass. There's free energy that they stole and hid. Nothing new under the sun. They sacked us. And it was all a big joke. Anywhere you fucking look. I drive a Lincoln because I am Lincoln, but I'm also Joel Osteen. He's also Matthew Hill, Chris Watts. And he did the Watts rides himself. Get it, guys? That's pretty cool. Now you can find out how to not get fucking caught up in the Batman's Gap Band by the Lions of Judah, who you guys enslaved and thought this was a joke because you called them niggas. I don't want you to see that nigga, kept saying Brent Turnham. as they fed me Kim Kardashian with her dirty fucking hairy hair lip and her 9-inch gun. She shits her dick. Probably drags on the floor. Ding. Taco Bell. Oh yeah, Tom Vasella, the seller of the Blood Diamond. Steve Wright works at, Steve Jobs. They're all there. Just get them. Book them, Dano. Even Cory Booker too. Right, Sully? Or Scully? You're Scully. Oh, wait. Scully or Sully? Otum Shanks the Shah, right? One red shoe diary, and you've done it too? You've killed? What did it taste like? What did it feel like? How many money did you have? Did you count your money? How much do you have? That was Judas's sin. So tell me, how much, did you get the receipt? It tells you how much you have. That's the automatic fortune teller machine. I say no receipt, and I don't look at the balance, and it's just a toilet paper dispenser actually. Buys money. Buys things that buy money, and I can shit them out, and they can sell my dollars back to me, but I don't give them my juice anymore. I don't deposit my goods with them. That defeated them. Not shitting in the sewer. The heart of Rome. The old Nacho Libres, can't we just have a soup today? And then Selma Hayek. I was cooking the soup, so Selma Hayek, did you hijack the planes and try to play God in the movie with your Kali? The Colombian Kali. I'll say it like you want me to say it. You're Colombian Kali. But Kali's in Colombia. So what the fuck did you do over there in Bang? You probably ran the Bang, huh? Bang the gun. House full of idols, clean it up, and maybe it's beautiful. You were corrupted by a vampire serpent who likes to fornicate in other people's kingdoms. Set up chalupa tarantulas with transgenderisms. And run a mocking parade of the Lord's crucifixion as the Rose Parade, the crown of thorns. So it started on Sharon Road with Sharon Osbourne and Aunt Pirelli, funny little cello over there, and Uncle Tony, Robert De Niro, my uncle. Once time he went to my house and hit a hammer in the diving board and went back up into his head. He tried to hammer a diving board. Paul Turnham, who was too afraid to walk away from his own campfire, but he would send his 5-year-old son deep into the woods at night on a bravery test, and I wasn't scared. I had a good time on my own little nature walks out there. Walk on the wild side. What's that guy into? What about Eddie Grant and his enterprise? What enterprise you have? You never can get to the one. Yes, I can. A kill machine. Electric Light Avenue is you trying to give me a wedding at Disneyland, changing it, closing the gates, and electrocuting me. Guess what happened? I'll pull out my Batman and kill you all. Myself. Easy. I'll fucking split your head apart. I need to submit to you. God said, don't let him school you, son. And I didn't. I have dominion, and I retained it. Martin Luther King said he'd been to the top of the mountain, California, dreaming. But he wasn't going to walk in with you because he already made a deal with the devil. And John was there to collect. Whoever's who behind the mask, better take it off, or you get buried in it for eternity. That's what your masquerade ball is for. Everything this French hellfire was to kill you. Space needle in your mind. The Watts needle in your mind. Radio, fillings, fluoride, receptors. Now it can map your body. No one should have this power. You're right. The Jackson brothers. Wipe it with a wet wipe. Take its face off, wipe it with a wet wipe with salty water. I think they found this out in the Middle East, and then they said they were spraying with acid. No, they were hitting with water, and then their chocolate was dripping off. And check its taint for something that ain't supposed to be there. And that's how you find the third kind. Aside from just looking for one with a hair lip and a French tickler. Big old beak. They tried to sell you on the fact that Jews had beaks so they can tell you that the wizards could come in and try to steal a kingdom. I forgive you for not knowing what you've done. It's up to you to face the music, because you know it. You killed Jesus and then you said there's no Jesus. Babylon the books and done a lot of things, but it was all for judgment. And there was nothing new under the sun, and the Lamb was slain at the foundation, and Dr. MacArthur, well, Dr. Hold Needle Knife Scissor. But he also alias Duck Burns Crowley from Mega Control Systems, but he's also, well, the Wizard Goth from Teletech there, which was Alan Cruz. Tariq Sakely, Lady Di. Bitch could act. Or he could switch acts. That's a Baphomet. Gets put out. Now could put itself out. Friends fly free. That was never a friend. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, and it took you to hell, didn't it? Now you tried to seduce the kingdom from the empire of the Walking Dead. Well, I said you're one of the King Jameses. Imagine that. But there were 3 King Jameses, I was told, by Tawabashi. But if you break that, it becomes Yawahashi, see? And then they like to get rid of the T. They just have a root, but not the truth. Yeah, and it really hurt. Every day. I deserved it, though. I lied. I've done a lot of sins in my life. A defiled prince amongst the heathen, the Son of Man. Jesus, the spotless Lamb, took it for me. They cut the spot off my back, gave themselves spots all over their bodies, hair lips, and mocked dice. That means their dice is mocked, and they have the T-virus, testosterone. That's why Tim Pugh, who went through this the guy who tried to become the Incredible Hulk, I guess, was Tim Pugh. And he liked to eat his chunky soup. He came to me and got all mad and like, he doesn't have testosterone or something. Look at this thing. Tony Stiver's like, are you sure you want to talk to this guy like that? I love Tony. She seemed to have some secrets she's holding on to. They could hold on to her for eternity. Or she could be washed free and spin in the sun in her dress again. Yeah. You remember when you were free before you got attacked? It got worse and worse, this country. They lied. It's hard to say how it all went down. There's a quatrain of time. That's the Nazi logo in this thing. Cartromancers, Quantum Leap, Scott Bakula brought in Dracula. They brought in them all. Vlad the Impaler likes to floss you from behind with a Christmas tree. Ho, ho, ho. I don't celebrate Christmas. God told me not to, so I don't. John MacArthur does. Interesting. He calls himself a teacher. God told you not to. He puts it right in his pamphlet. Interesting. God says don't make long prayers. He stands up there, oh God, in the infinite God. I said, why is that guy making long prayers? No, that's not a long prayer. That's only when the Muslims go, oh, it's had another excuse. Done my best to warn you about him. He was there to value and take you to eternity as bones. I forgive you for all your sin. Because God forgave you already. And he told me to forgive you too, and so I do. Even Nicodemus, the coward. Why? He doesn't have a penis. Perfect. But he loves to plow. Stocking stuffers. Full-on hand-me-downs. What the fuck's a hang... next time I see a hand-me-down, I'm gonna fucking rip it off and hang it to you. And feed it to you. The Batman plays with the Batman. It's a Louisville Slugger. My grandpa, he didn't invent Skull and Bones. He invented Skull and Bones, the Po' Boy, the Pooh Butt, the MS-13, the Crips, the KKK, the Boule. And he tied a bow on it and said, here you go, son. Father. Friend. Or master. What he would say to me. Because even Satan serves you when you're with the Lord. I'm not saying he is Satan. He had a job to do, wise and prudent. Yeah, really. It's everywhere. Let's take a look. Building a Norwegian tiny house. So now we gotta live in Norwegian tiny houses so these people could fucking start building eating boxes to get these homeless people. Yeah, they want to fix the homeless people and start building houses for these homeless people here that are eating flesh for body parts. Stallone. I went down to the park and I go, Cobra! Well, you filmed Cobra. Guess what happened? A 427 Cobra comes fucking ripping around the fucking corner. Imagine that. What'd I do? Where you at? Where you at? Smoking mirrors. Spilkworms. You ain't nothing but sperm. You got spermed in your ass and spermed in your mind. Took over. No one ever entered my ass except for a doctor who tried to give me cancer with his petroleum and then tell me to relax. I did not. I didn't let anyone stick their finger at my ass ever again. Who the fuck told you to put things in there? Oh yeah. Kalani Rob and his colonic job, or Huey Bluey, blew his own porn, shot his own corn out his mouth and filled his own bowl. Then he put it on his head and threw up in it. And that's how you make Ben's gravy. Oh, there's Montague and some drilling of fruits and passing them around and making spunky, weird clones and replicants that can now make a closet full of. Why? Yeah. Oh, the yellow dragon is in the center. The yellow dragon, right there. CeeLo. Dudley. He was pitching. Damn. Look at the scene again. The bike man's on his all fours. Dudley's got his shirt off back there, and he looks like, oh yeah, he knows what he's doing. Benjamin Button. See? They start becoming infants when they get old. But their masters are the golden child. How's he gonna win a fight, dude? You see the problem with your strategy now? All your older advanced warriors are idiots and scared of me. Their masters are children. The ones who run the fucking Shriners Hospital because the shrine is their mecca. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me. That's how you save your soul. Then you tell us what real silver is and stop playing this gypsy language alchemy game. Black, white, me, gold, silver, me. Throw in platinum and then spin the wheel. End up with pennies that are what? Maybe our money is more valuable, but it's all been devalued. It's tough to say. They were looking for a day of death. They tried to start their thing, and it didn't start. It was a failure to launch, said Lincoln. And then Thor was up in there showing his ass like he was God. Terry Bradshaw, they terried the Bradshaw and made you with me and Matt Shaw. Or some other Shaw, or some other Shaw. Ryan Shaw went missing. It was Ryan Shaw. Matt Shaw was Edward Norton. He's sick. Ryan went missing. Who is Ryan remind me of? What'd he tell me? You got it, Brad. You got it. Where did I see him? Kibitz room. Most beautiful one in there. Closing the thing because Whitney Houston sung itself as a gray. Okay. He was the most beautiful one in there. Beautiful song, beautiful spirit. Like my son. Or an angel. It's hard to say. I'll find out. Maybe his angel brother, maybe it was just him that showed up. Maybe God sent him in that night and they all came in. Little Steve Fergal was there. He's a little cowboy now. I enjoyed his song too. But I don't think he was confident enough in how he looked. Because why? He was standing next to Bob Marley and he didn't like the fact that someone else looked better and sang better and sounded better and was easy doing it. Stuart Yanes was there. And, well, he did okay the first time. I liked it. Then there was a cross-dresser in a little black foxtail cocktail dress, and she got everyone in that bar. Not me. short of one. Little Johnny Depp, huh? Or no, Zoltan, Michael Jackson, Zoltan Girl, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jackie Donato, outfoxed Dennis. That's why I saw Dennis today and saved him. He's on death's door as a cross-dressed demon. Yeah, shit got real. They had to play their role on TV, so okay, the Van Nuys Airport. Who looks scared today? The Van Nuys Airport Police. Well, Van Nuys Airport Police, if you'd like to exist in eternity and have the lots that were stolen from you returned, because it's all been recorded, you might have some of the nicest lots, because the lower lots are lifted up. It might have been. Well, we'll find out, guys. God works in mysterious ways. That's what happens when you get involved in Chinese checkers meets Superman's fucking 3D chess. Oh, the idol man, Cuba. Don't call yourself Gooding, because what you've been doing is evil. You dirty fucking wise men monks. Do you understand me now, Cuba? With that little fucking chest idol of the Catholic Church's chest drawer. I had one of those and I smashed it and I melted every little piece, and they were all representing different robes and positions in the Catholic Church. I seen a girl out, Ruth would break up with me every week. Every 3 days. No, every Monday. Yeah, every Monday. And then I'd be a week without her, then I'd get a week with her. So I'm over there working at Cedar Sinai. I see this, I think it was Billy Ruiz's girl, Patty. Yeah, old Krabby Patty's herself. She's Debbie Rubenfeld. People think they can hide or something and hide their problem. Go, oh, you saved it. No, the light shines, you get, they live, and then you whack-a-mole your ass. Yeah. They can hide and bring sin in. No. Come as you are, but you come. You don't push away. You don't come to mate up with someone and seduce them. That's not how this works. That's what God designed. He said he's preparing a wedding. They tried to plan it. Sick, the wedding planners. Sick bastards. Why? They didn't like God. Well, who's he dancing with? Her name's Kelly Green. Kelly. Darlene Newman, what'd you do there? You turned into a golem by the end, yeah. Little Jill B. Hunan. Tough to say. Yeah, we weren't attracted. We didn't have a spark, chemistry. Me and Ruth did. A-team. Alpha unit. The Omega unit's trying to come back in. No, the first come last, get it? Oh. So, in a countdown, Riders on the Storm, Jim Morrison. Well, think about it as a reverse of the Four Horsemen. And the rider on the white horse rides out triumphantly. That horse is a double-edged sword, but the sword is Darth Maul's sword, don't you see? And there's nothing new under the sun. But those Lucius arts and the Star Wars knew that. And so they tried to give me the Ewok trick. Daniel Asseni and the spooky guys who jump off the thing in Nigeria. You guys get put out. Either you can march the penguins out of there, or you wait till the lions come in to clean up the land and protect the animals. Because the hunter, Daniel Toto, who loves to eat his brains, chew the fat, not just that. The foot of man gets removed from the animals. No, there's ley lines. I think there's 3 rings on the tectonic turntable like at World's End. There's also 3 rings in the wheel within a wheel. And so, you question my faith, Ruth. I never question yours. But I forgive you because it helped me to actually meet God. I knew him already, but I didn't take the time to seek him. And I didn't know his word. And I was living in a lot of guilt, and I couldn't fix it. He still made it awfully painful for me. And he's true to his word. He's talked to me since I was a little child. His great is his mercy, not mirthy, no more mirth. No more Murthy's Law. This stuff, trying to get this Hindian serpentine way of the Cobra command, who holds a cobra in your face, the devil. Raj Daril Shaheen, Nagash Maramurti, Salma Dijahid the plane. But don't try to seduce me, because I'll snap you like a chicken. With that picture of the... You remember when she came on, the light shined on her? What was in that mole they were feeding them? They had a mole that was cut out of my back. Made some Alice in Wonderland ride and a rabbit, and well, that was... Yeah. But Disneyland, he had the Hitler hair lip, and he wanted to steal the kingdom of God himself. Play Sleeping Beauty. Well, Michael Jackson and Prince. Tupac, well, the whole gay mafia wanted to sack heaven and capture the flag, and they did. Now it's up to them if they want to go up to the Rhinestone Cowboy area of Vancouver, if there is a place when the Babylon crumbles, we'll find out. If maybe they pray to Jesus, there will be. Because it was reverse engineered based on your heart now. God's planning a wedding. You got to RSVP? No, you got to accept the invitation and call out to him. Yeah. And so you could be safe. Even and no one ever does this stuff, like those Montana guys, the way they brandish their law like this, but they're a lot sicker, and there's a lot more punishment. But I forgive you, for you know not what you've done. And so could those ones who want to rage on you. You can learn forgiveness. It might change things in you. Wouldn't you like to be forgiven for trying to crash a wedding and steal God's kingdom and destroy my life? And take all the joy out of it from start to finish. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I got to the point where I was like, why don't I just kill myself? No, I can't. It's not in me to do that. That's how it felt. Not because I'm scared. It's not right. I'm not a coward. I'll take the pain. So John MacArthur likes to call iron sharpening iron. Think you're just rubbing swords and lambskin sheaths. The Trojan horse made sex just a game. I say real lovers plug it in, if they're lovers. And that's how you learn to grow. But then they taught you perverted tricks with that too. You can get away with it now. But what if that seed went into the baby and ECU'd it? Piggyback ECU'd it. Sick. It's all about fugsing and trying to make me a Bugs. A Donnie Darko. See, that was just a... That's what you've done to yourself. Oh yeah, the planes fly right over me like that. I go out there, don't fuck yeah. I wave at them. That's pretty funny. They put the planes right over my house. They started coming over. It was like the path was over there, and then slowly the flame was right over my house. So Clint Eastwood, you and your magnificent 7 cowboys, all you gypsies who try to steal this kingdom, Kevin Costner dances with wolves. Every Hopi Indian in the world, you can get into the cage with me at one time. Naked, of course. And we'll see who walks out of the cage. Because I'm not going to submit. I'm going for a full tap-out submission. Not Greek style, though. Those things are scripted. Like the UFC. In the Oculus. In the Octagon. What came first, the octopus, the octagon, or the Pineapple Express in the back door? Lying to us to get the chocolate Thai marble rye pitched up through Jerry's Queen's pitching to George's. But see, these guys all are Jerry's kids. Little visits with the mark of the beast who got a problem. They're soup Nazis. Right, guys? There's nothing you can do to hide it. You either open it up or you get put out. Everything. That's it. This does not just walk in here. Burt Ward and the Ward, David Ward was there at 9/11. Okay, so Alan Cruz, Tom MacArthur, Tarek was there. Wizard. Ora Howell was there. She didn't want to see me over at Verizon. That's right, she's busy. I can't judge who's who. Ora Howell is from Barbados. I think they're barbarians and they wanted to aid us. I liked Ora. Anthony Huge Cruz. Yeah, he called himself... Remember the guy Tiny in the Nerds? Well, there's a guy out here called Anthony Huge Cruz. He goes by the name Huge. He was there. Gave me the game Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I smoked them in it. The whole server. PewDiePie was there. Doubled their scores. If there's a spot open on the Allies, I'm playing for the Allies. Everyone wanted it all. They gave it their own lands. And they split themselves and tried to be at 2 places at once. Whichever way you did that, some did it one way, some did it another. God will sort it out. It's up to you how you get sorted. You were warned many times. You've called out to him many times. He knows you and he's heard you. If you called out in true faith and you've been saved, you may have gone to sleep. These people coming to America, more like coming on America, Mr. Murphsel. But then Zachariah Mann, 702, Sin City. Let's go back to his numbers. Advice. Hello, Kitty. Haste the day. R. Klaus Amon, Hive, not dead and not retired. Quincy Lava, leader of the Illuminati. Vahid, mystics, no big surprise. Time and his illusion. God's rays. Tarzan, ain't no sunshine. Jabalon, Divi, cosmic energy. Holding company. Thunder and lightning. Crop circle creators. An interconnected alphabet, Nuburu, Moses and monotheism. He didn't make it into Jerusalem. Aras, A-R-A, Arai helmets, Arai smile. Sin in the Sun. Arias, Stanley Arias. I scored 2 goals that last. You invited me to your soccer team. I scored my first 2 goals in my last soccer game. But the second one was waved off. I got to the side, the coach said, yeah, they should have counted that. Yeah, they should have. It was a goal. It wasn't offsides. I dribbled it in and kicked it in the goal. I kicked it into a pile. It bounced off back at me. I got it, and I went back around the pile and kicked it in. It took me out at halftime. He's already got 2 goals. Take him out. The hell kind of strategy is that? He's having a good game. Let him score 10 goals. Baby Blues. I was found blue in a pool on Bluebell Avenue, 7700, To Kill a Mockingbird. The Perfect Storm. My apologies. The Crucified Christ. Tahiti Resorts, 404, El Paso, Texas. Biostratus. God told me he has a mind for numbers. Cheer up, E.T. Phone home. Eat my fish's code. Quattro Decimanism. Zach told me his car was the Audi Quattro. Well, Zach, I drove a 1.18. It gave me the code to the nuclear bomb, which you guys faked. Sis-ba boom, silly rabbit. Or was it a turtle? Or was it a habit? Or was it a girdle? Or did you grab it? Curds and ways? Nooks and crannies? Never mind. A dark forge of nature, Brooks. I'm light. I forgive all. I'm also ready to kill. Everyone if I have to. Bruzellas. She's happy. Binary tree. Google funded S. Harper. Oh yeah, I've worked for every company that did 9/11, and so I know the whole thing. Maybe not everyone, but enough to see their cloning lab, their whole section, the monkeys, the gorillas and monkeys that they turned loose to man. So those are beasts that they're creating and putting in our forest and telling us that these things that want to fucking kill you and rip your face off, somehow God put those with you. They're called beasts, like pretty much everything out there. Not everything. The ones that are mentioned in the scriptures are true. Everything else, Bento Rodriguez, Ricky Don Aldridge, Lito Anthony, copy that. Ox Belial Cop Hapa, the Queen reigns again. Please pray. Lack of regard for human life. Call on the Lord. Maybe there's another planet for you guys. They hit them when they dock in the sky for little Darth Vader, so he can wear his little glasses that the girl from MSNBC wore. But then the lady on I don't want to tell you where I saw those glasses at. It was in the office. With the white noise going in the background, seducing. Then the guy comes in with the addictive thing, and you're addicted. It was a science. They learned how to clip seals. Wave the keys. It wasn't to a kingdom. It's to a snake hole. I can't even remember the guy's name. Thinking Fami Hana became that Fatih or whatever that big fat guy was there. Thinking he's a king. Well, he was the most beans will have the least. He was the biggest lot will have the smallest. He was in the lowest will be the highest. That's what the Lord told you. That's why Death Valley, the high plains drifter. Oh, really? So we pick up the Kaaba and we put it to 4 corners, or we just push the button on it. It can be cleaned up and the shrine is put out. I'm not going to judge that. I'll let the angels figure that out. Call that Operation Dumbo Drop. The Sphinx, I'm pretty sure we killed that because it's an image of something in heaven and on earth. The Slave Master General, the Sphinx. Yeah. Then they put Chevy Chase's face on it. Or was it George Washington? It's hard to say. Because he was a Hopi. Hopi, not see that they were Nazi dentists named Mulholland Holvey. Who used to shake me over the head, but Tom Hanks was Mr. Garrett. Mr. Garrett picked me up by my hair and tried to make my hair come out of my head. He wanted some doll hairs. They knew the formula. Grandpa Munster, 2 spider legs, 2 hairs. Alchemy. Worse. Witchcraft. Now the alchemist, God loves him. He's a music man. He showed up for him. He showed up for me. He showed up for DJ Quick. He showed up for MC Light. He showed up for a bunch of people. Wasn't there to take your money, though. Just help make your robes, or your clothes, or your suit, or your Bermuda shorts. The blue ones. And antiques on Antigua. Mr. Deeds. What do you want to have your day in the hot sun? Nacho Libre. Yeah. You won't be fighting Pharaoh. You'll fight the Son of Man. I'm not going to wrestle. Lions don't wrestle. We kill. We wrestle with youth to train them and play. And then that is pouncing time. Dave J. Little Ecuadorians. And the Navy. They took us over. They said salute. That's our little hat. And they come into Pasadena like they never won a soccer game. But think they conquered the world. Why? They killed the Lord and did. They wear their belt, the title belt, the championship belt, the equator belt. I say, we hit them right in the center of the equator belt with our biggest one. Belly button. Belly button of the beast. 30 minutes, Babylon will fall. And you're going to see the greatest game. Not game. You're going to see the greatest revealing of the kingdom ever. Not even close. This is what it's been for. You either see it or you don't. You're going to thank me mighty big if you see it. Just like I thank my Lord who saved me so I could tell you this, because I'm the least. Who's dyslexic, picked on. They call me Darb. So I call myself Darbicus Maximus. Blood memory or reverse engineering? There you go. Peyote. Groot or whatever you guys got. If you don't kill that and stop what you're doing, you never existed. And it's going to be a painful exit, Mr. Tunstall. When Billy the Kid comes back to your fucking house and feeds you your beans, because you got a stiff upper lip and the hair lip of Hitler, you little $1 million babies, cost $1 million to fix. But the doll hairs came from me. And the juice came from the doll hairs and the juice came from all of us guys. But the pig meat mocked ham, and so you guys allowed this. And these guys found new ways to feed you the pig meat without telling you. Hamburger. Trying to turn ham into a burger. But I'm Bradley Raymond Turnham to turn ham back in black. So maybe River Monster. Yeah, River's like a... what do you call those? A slug inside you. They don't handle salt well. But there's a fiery lake. It's gonna sting. It's gonna give you a tan. It's gonna be the best thing for you. It might actually just feel good. Fire. There's a pumice mine near you. Rub off that stupid stabbing cross that Michelini had in the Emile Porla. Was that you? I don't know which one it was today. Louis Carrillo became Emile Porla was so forget it. You scrub off that thing and you jump in that lake. You jump in that lake and scrub it. To the one who is the beast, you're doing a lap, dude. That's it. You gotta touch the center and come back, just like Conan you tried to do to me, guy. Don't worry. You're gonna love the result. Maybe they've been there through their time because, well, however it goes. But they're still out there, but they're running fast. And so, Rafa, I'll help you fix your gate if you confess in full to all the covenant and sin that you've done to my children and to my kingdom. Then you can have your gate fixed. Because I just went and dented his front gate with my baseball bat. He looked out the window and I said, come on out, I'm here. Then I went and put the baseball bat and I said, come on, you want to talk? I'm here. Nothing. The great Catholic Church, nothing. Told the LA Sheriff Department I'd kill him. Because they wanted to apocalypse to us. I think that's justified. It's called an defense of everything and everyone. Not everything, not this thing. Tried to bite my balls off. Stiff arm and a right cross. No, maybe one day he'll learn to repent. But maybe the end will come faster for these things. They don't think it's serious. Dwight impersonates Jim. That office, check it. Kelly Paper, check them. They're across from Mega Control Systems. That's their paper company, Dunder Mifflin. They filmed it down the street, apparently. The actual, they did, but that's just the outside. The office is right there. But then right across the street they got the office. Mega Control Systems. What do they sense in there? They fornicate, kill, shit, make semen, guns. They make, they were building an arsenal to kill us all. He who made himself, they're going to be ashamed of those weapons in the bottomless pit as they're laid to rest with them, saith the Lord. For those of you who plan to kill the Lord, I forgive you for you not know what you're doing if you can call his name and repent. If you think there's some way to do it, you just put yourself out. You just put yourself out with Asher for eternity. And so, yeah. What's this about? The Apostle David Taylor full deposition. Well, tell the truth in full, David. Or you get gutted, spliced, and diced. But what you want to do is take him in the background, handcuff him, and take his clothes off. You don't handcuff him. Well, give him the option to do it himself. And inspect him where his taint is. Or maybe he's just got a pigment issue. You inspect him there. If they're not willing to open up the books. But maybe he's a good one. Because I saw it in there and it looked like a friend being crucified through Nazi science. Beep, beep. Mr. They say this lawyer, do you have the court case? Do you have this over here? And he's like, and so maybe, yeah, he is an apostle. But they put the apostle and try to break him on behalf of the Catholic Nazi control system here in the court. These trapper keepers trapped the crapper. But Kit Carson, he killed Bodine. Next to Eden and Salsagavadavan. These people were bad. These Hopis were sick. It was done for a purpose. But they got so sick, they were going to devour every last bit of life. That there was nothing left. And that's all it was. And then it ends. If they devour life, that's it. And so God, He'll never let us be without love. He's in control the whole time. That's what He showed me. Yeah. And so whether you call it what you call it, call Him the Lord. Rastafari, He knows your heart. Pastafari, what was in your heart? That's a mockery. We don't stand that. Unless you meant it for good. I don't know anything about that, but it's kind of like, well, hasta pasta, right? Bury him. There's a place called Bury, Italy. The Pirellis were there. They like to make tires out of man. Oh, but all the heads of the families got tire games. The wise men of tires. So, you're all forgiven if you can receive it. If you can't, well, you're going to receive it anyway. But it ain't going to be what you want to receive. Yeah. Black God. There ain't no white God. It's black God. It's a red race. He's a Mexican dude. You guys into race wars at the desert with Vinny Diesel? And the Voldemort? Who's got a desert research eagle? And a Dirt Nasty? Back into the future? Dirt Nasty with his cocaine straw? Tarek himself? Dirk Diggler? Boner Staboni from fucking John MacArthur's Growing Pains? Don't worry, they traded places and they went over and visited Skippy on the other show with Michael J. Fox himself. Back to the Future, right, guy? Wow, that all fed me. But you didn't tell the truth, did you? Tried to outfox the kingdom. Well, here we are, guy. Any way you like it. Yeah, any way you want to go. You want to do it with that? You think you can kill for the kingdom? Because I have the right to kill back, to defend it. No, I have the honor and the authority. And God will hold me in His hand and make sure that I'm successful. Even if the Pawn Stars give me that gun to do it with. Nice pistol. Don't you want to see? You're going to try to gunfight the kingdom for God. Gunfighters. Guess what? Once we hit the button, all I got to do is swim out to Point Break, break your underwater kingdom. Your guns don't work anymore. Now we're going to have to fight. My sword's a baseball bat. On my fist. Yeah, baseball bat. Break your sword, then your face. In either order. Or we all dance and sing. I think it's going to be pretty good. But I'm not going to control you to do it. I might not even want to be hanging out with you folks after this. That's how I feel. You guys went for the Jews. The ape with the AK-47 who told you a beak was a lion. Pretty sure that big bird was lying and wanted to feast upon you because those are the dragons. I got you to eat their eggs. And I fed eggs too. And I apologize. Forgive me. For I have sinned. Ruth, forgive me, for I sinned. Well, it's a two-way street when we're both sinners, baby. Or not. I don't mean that in a bad way, because that would be my death blow. And death blow to creation. Nice. For us, God will raise up new stones and keep going. Yeah, God will raise up new stones and keep going. None of us would have ever seen it. But everyone wanted to be the one. Right here. Stanley Lieber. Jack Marvel Parsons. Well, white side Parsons. And he's got a black side of Parsons. But he's on the side of the white side. Oh, was he? That's just one of his masks. Leaving the Cleave, Birdman, old Popeye, Ray Turnham, Jumpin' Jamoo, Hitler too, Henry Ford. He had a picture of himself on his desk. Whitey Ford. What was his corrupt fruit? It's called a plantation. Is that where the plantain came from? I don't know. So, Eddie, you go dance if you want. You can be forgiven. But you're not bringing that caste-based Irish Illuminati bullshit lodge system ever again. That was the tool used to build God's kingdom. They use it to build themselves tools in a woodshed. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Exclusive raw footage of the tsunami hitting Miyagi on March 11, 2011. So we're working through time here. And the time of revelation? Or was that just a preview of the tidal wave? You remember Magic Mountain, tidal wave, Riddler's Revenge, Friends Fly Free on the Free Fall, Colossus. I never wrote it backwards on Halloween though. And I just meant a roller coaster by it. Colostomy Colossus. That was well, it's disgusting. But there's a bunch of different animals, beasts of the field. They created a bunch of beasts of the field. And that's why God destroyed the world the first time. Richard Pryor thought he can come back in. He's been hiding in the underground too, and thought he can come in and be the first black president. It's all Illuminati. You want to clean up your house, guys? That's why you were left in such shitty conditions. So you're ready to kill, and then have a party, and never think about those things again. Or they can clean up their own house and say, we're sorry. We'll never try that again. Because if they did, I'm pretty sure they know what will happen to them. Even I myself will come and do it. Donald Trump. Bibi needs a bib. Netanyahu. Why? He loves crab. Or lobster bisque. Didn't God tell you not to eat that, Elaine? What does Venice have to do with Venus and penis? And it was opposites day. That's deception. That's evil. It's an abomination. They wanted an abomination. But we were told it's just Mareberry cold water, see? It's not over the Lord. Just a mare. But he's a mayor of the most advanced city in the world. It's a pretty good trade-off. Help to heal the world. Project Heal the World. Instead of capture it on behalf of this cigarette smoking, can't keep their, hands to themselves crew, or lips, or any other parts of their body. Tobacco is bad for your health. Why is it allowed? more to it. Oh yeah, remember that paper thing where they cut down our hemp and then gave us the Christmas tree and said this was a better way? It was to give us cancer and kill us, like our toilet paper, like our cotton ball underwears. Like the petroleum jelly that came out of the mausoleum. Whatever which way they make this grease. It was a real greasy one, right? Greases, get it? That was the stink. If you can't admit to what you've done, you're gonna right there. You ended up not being able to talk. Not mocking you. You called yourself the greatest of all time. Put himself higher than God did, Muhammad Ali. You feel it now? They thought that was a joke. They always did. Oh, here's another one. Her heaven was about 7 inches of cock. I got a cocking gun and I'll fill you up with all the cock you need. It solidifies and that's the job done right there. Heaven. 7th floor at Ernst & Young. 7th and Fig. Downtown. Viewed from above, it turns into a toilet bowl. When it spins backward, guess what? The Yakuza still says, teriyaki! That's what their job is. They flush the bowl. Still. Get behind me, teriyaki. Some people don't believe it. Well, wait for it. It's coming for you. I don't know who the hell that is, but these people wrapped themselves around me. Took a Pikachu. And me. So BB King was not there to feed me along the way. He wants to be the king. I'm ready to hail him. I feel accepted. Yeah, he had a BB King's place at City Walk. Civil fools. Right next to the Gladstones. Yeah, she's glad I got stones at this point. Oh my gosh. We're dealing with Muppets with nudicles. Anyway, nudicles is what they sew into a dog after they neuter him. But John MacArthur teaches hermeneuticals. Hermeneutics, hair live hermits. Cookie. Oh yeah. Everyone else want to be the long hair Rasta. God says in the scriptures there'll be no long hair for men. The beauty is for the woman. If you can't respect that, find another place. But guess what? The Badlands chugs. In about 30 minutes. They were planning on this big hunt and no. It's a small world after all. Maybe not though. If you all make the choice of the Lord, all the lands that know the Lord can be healed. What if you could ride your bike or row your boat gently down the stream from Rio de Janeiro to Honolulu? What? We'll see. But Honolulu might be way inland. And so we'll find out what's where. Sorry for that laugh. It's been a long, whatever it's been. Journey, battle, struggle, blessing, indeed. Oh, there's been a lot of fun times. God's been here the whole time, but he's been feeling the pain with me. No one felt it more than Big Mama. But Papa, see, he just took it. Well, he felt it too. He just didn't show it as much. He probably felt it the most. Well, it's tough to say. I think we all felt it. Some people don't. They sat back and laughing and pointing. Yeah. They tried to play granny flat with me. Another piggyback ECU controller. Yeah. The original Miss Piggyback, but I think that's... we'll find out. It's somewhere lower, and it's not in that house. But they put themselves on top of the world. Well, guess what? They'll probably enjoy a smaller lot better. You like to fish? If they call on the Lord. It's a long talk about it. I didn't want to talk that long, but I don't want to lose anyone's soul out there. Even crazy Rachel Maddow. Yeah, even crazy Rachel Maddow. And, well, I started liking her. I don't know. Not in that way, but it's a hard... when you're listening to this bullshit circus back and forth, it's like just a spin zone. The whole thing was... and then the no spin zone. Full on rinse. Full on rinse cycle. Oh, Bill O'Reilly. Papa O'Reilly. Thank you, Lord. Try to convince the world you're God, hey, Bill? What was the secret prayer? Mahabone. Mahabone, you're ho. These are gypsies. Or the bone that they gave Ma to join the mafia once upon a time. But I wasn't there, so maybe it was Ma who ran the bone. We'll find out. I've been kept in the dark all alone. And so it all gets testified to. Yeah, it all gets testified to and brought out. I always felt connected to a large African-American grandma. Remember the good old days, Dre? Look a lot healthier there. Maybe. We'll see. Whoever's what's what. They want to go to battle with God. Well, maybe they had it right, maybe they had it wrong. Some will find out who's who in the end. It was a big... well, I think everyone was fucked up. Excuse my language, but I think we're past the hour where it's like, oh, yeah, John's church says you can't drink wine. The Bible says Jesus made wine. These people made it on the table. First time I saw wine made on the table. What the fuck did that mean, Mr. Sellers? What's in your cellars? Pence. You have a hair lip like Hitler had. You're probably just Eminem or whatever and another rapper skinned themselves and put a thing on it. Nancy Pelosi, a part of a Latin dead empire. All you gypsy Hopis have been hoping that we don't see that you're the Latin dead empire. They said Latin was a dead language. Well, you changed the B's to V's, the W's to M's. Oh, you can change it around a few other letters, the J's and the Y's, and, well, yeah. H's, J's, H's, Y's. Well, yeah, it's a bit of a Babylon trick with a stinger. That's right. The very long version. This is the very long version. Well, what's he wearing? He joined Obama's band. Old Sergeant Pepper. Salt and Pepper himself. Want to lead the band home, Obama? I had the needle. Skin in your teeth. Friends fly free. Without gas. Flying machines. Or not. Paradise. However God designed it. Yeah, and I'm thankful. But I'm pretty sure there is something out there. Yeah. And if anyone thinks they can... They know that I'm attracted to Ruth. And I love sisters, yeah. But I'm naturally attracted there, but I'm not in love and I'm going to fornicate. People want to present like this is the Nature Channel. That gets turned off. Yeah. I'm not here to watch the animals fuck and eat. They have a kingdom. The hunter. Those people were there for killing him right afterwards. That was their big thing. Old Whitey. You know where this is going, Whitey? It's going melted. I'm melting this tomorrow. Yeah, they gave me this shield. I used it for good and faith. But my truth is truth. Not some Freemason shield. Trying to get their little last idols in. No. That was Whitey. He was a hunter. He had a big game room. Old Cotton Hill. Where's that? Cartagena. The other side of America. Casablanca, Cartagena. Get it? They switched them back. Well, 109-year-old veteran. If you're holding on to secrets, they'll hold on to you for eternity. Because I'm blacker than black, y'all. And I'm back in black, here to turn a hand back in black. Even if black's the new pink, because we're going to turn on the rainbow in the sky, and, well, nothing's what you think. Here I am, groundation. George Albertos. Whoever you are, come out of the closet. I don't care. No, I know who you are, guy. I love you. You know your way home. You know where you're healing. You've been given all the options. It's up to you to pick. All of you. Will you be there? Or will you be buried under the sea, Michael Jackson, Bubble Boy? Jolton. Because I'm going to do it. I'm not here to submit to you. You haven't shown me. This world's disgusting. It's fit for extinction. And ain't no one around to show love, and so... James Brown, try me. Mr. Brownstone. Oh, fuck, Mickey Avalon, who got you stung? Oh, was that just Brian Pasquarelli? Oh, no, I think Dimitri. Oh. Tarek? Oh, Brent? Oh, what came first, the chicken and egg or the corrupt coven? That needs to find their way into eternity of life or death and the path of Jesus Christ. And I'm giving you the option of the elevator. Wanted, dead or alive. It's true.